Are we inevitably, as of late summer 2019, heading to a no-deal Brexit?
It certainly looks that way. I was very interested back at the time on March 31st when Theresa May's government applied for the extension to get more time for Brexit. Remember at the time a lot of people were sort of hopeful that that would mean that things would change and that Brexit would not actually happen at all, that the opportunity would be used to try and actually come to their senses in Britain in relation to it. And in fact, what's been really interesting to see how it's actually gone to the other extreme, how the hardliners have effectively taken control of the process in the UK and how they've, this sort of almost scorched earth approach that they want to actually take to it. There's so much stuff that's going on at the moment, it's very hard to keep in track with everything that's going on. But I have been interested in the way that they have almost pretended, there's sort of been a bit of gaslighting going on, that they have been prevented from leaving the European Union. That's not the case at all. It's like the European Union saying, yeah, cheerio, good luck, don't let the door hit your arse on the way out.
Well, there's a huge PR battle now, isn't there, in the sense that they are, it feels like it's entirely constructed by the Johnson
yeah, there's a game
government
going on at the moment.
to lay the blame on the EU and to a lesser extent on Ireland as well.
But it's very transparent, and who's actually buying this? Who's actually agreeing with the approach that they're actually taking? In an awful lot of there is a certain amount of deja vu. A lot of the arguments that have been made, for sort of technology to deal with the issues of the border, even the sort of ideas coming out that when maybe Ireland should get some sort of special deal whereby it has regulatory alignment with the UK, which is even the EU, even though that would take us out of the single market. Almost this deliberately, the people who are suggesting this must know that Britain is far less important to Ireland as a trading destination than the rest of the EU, but still this belief that they're feeding to their own supporters that little Ireland needs Britain, and if we put the squeeze in little Ireland, that'll help us to get what we want.
Well, of course, what didn't Priti Patel make the infamous comments?
Want to starve us out?
Yeah. The potato famine, that we should be mindful of this and so on. On top of the fact that it was pretty shocking, it's also entirely wrong. My understanding of it is that Ireland, I think, imports 4.5 billion worth of food and drink.
But they need us. This is one of the interesting things, is that Britain actually does need Ireland as a destination because we're the 5th biggest market for Britain. Now, for all their talk that the Brexiteers have about all the new markets that'll be opened up to them, I'm fascinated seeing them boasting we can get a deal with Japan. Do you mean you're not actually exporting to Japan as it stands, as part of the EU? What better deal are you going to get from Japan or India or various other places to compensate for putting yourself at a disadvantage in trading with Europe and trading with Ireland? So yeah, they need us. If you even look back to where we actually had our economic crisis, the meltdown of 2010, and Britain made a €7 billion, or 7 billion sterling it may have been, loaned to Ireland at the time.
That's right.
That was motivated out of self-interest.
Yeah.
Because there was so much British investment in Ireland and trade with Ireland that they didn't do this out of some sort of great grandiose gesture that they felt sorry for us. That was a hard-headed commercial decision.
Yeah.
So when you think about it, yes, Irish exporters are going to have major problems in exporting into Britain if tariffs come into place. But by the same token, British exporters to Ireland, they need us. They need that business.